Hey Cappy, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a blessed day. It's the 18th of November here, pending Pluto's departure. Wasn't actually sure that I was going to be able to jump on here to even do this today. Energies are wild. See what wants to come out. If this does resonate, like, share and subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. We've got Justice on the back of the deck. Some overdue justice, guys. First card out, the Fool. It's like without anything even happening, just the energy of this new beginning is overwhelming in itself. And in a way, heartbreaking. How can you possibly accept, understand, release what has happened, what you have experienced over the past 16 years? You could spend a lifetime dwelling on the pain, dwelling on the heartbreak, dwelling on the loss, dwelling on the obstacles, on the setbacks, on the resistance. And still a lifetime later, things may not. It's like there is no reason good enough in a logical sense to understand what has happened here karmically. To not fight, to understand why something happened, in terms of some of you could really be feeling like it's personal on a human level. And being mindful of self-talk. A few narratives that, especially with the festive season here and coming up, a few narratives that have been coming through even personally that I'm being guided to share right now. And it's like those inner child wounds of being misunderstood and people making their own assumptions, that maybe you're always getting in the way, that you always ruin things for everyone, that you can't just be normal, that you're a burden because you didn't fit in, that your trauma was a hardship, your trauma was a burden, that it made you a burden, that you're not worthy of love, that you'll never be good enough, or you're too damaged to be loved. This is something else that came through. That it's almost kind of for you to keep yourself to yourself because you don't want to be a nuisance, you don't want to get in the way, fear of being seen, fear of being heard, fear of being shining your light or overshining, outshining someone else. Many different lessons. Humiliation, rejection, deceit, abandonment. Reaching that level of combustion where it's like finally accepting people's opinions in terms of it's not your own. That it can't hurt anymore that people think this or think that, or because you know it's not the case. Because you don't think that of yourself. Taking your power back. Emotional maturity. There's been a lot of lessons, there's been a lot of growth. Now it's playtime. Coming out of that underworld energy. taking that leap of faith, leaving the past behind you. It's like people's opinions, judgments, words, actions can't hold you back, can't stop you if you don't let them stop you. See the little dog there? It's a very liberating energy coming in. It's like you can be feeling both of these energies at once currently, the highs and the lows of things. Getting a little taste of that Pluto in Aqua. And also still feeling very much in the trenches, in that underworld energy. Past people, things, experiences can be coming back from the past, from years and years ago. Different traumas, flashbacks, nightmares. Be mindful of your dreams. Maybe keep a dream journal, note down your dreams as soon as you rise. Things are coming up not to frighten you. Things are not coming up to punish you. They're not coming up to confirm that you've been wasting your time and you basically should have stayed where you were at. They're coming up to show you how far you've come, giving you an opportunity to cut cords with past energies, upping the standards. Who's really worth it? It feels like not that these certain energies, or the majority, or some of you, everyone from past energy, it's like everyone from the past, no one's moving forward. There's new energies coming in. It's a new version of yourself. Something's not resonating anymore. Choosing to be around people, places and things that amplify love, unconditional love, that uplifting community spirit, instead of some kind of combative or crabs in a barrel mentality. Devil, there you are. Foundational factors: a commitment to yourself, a commitment to your growth. Everything's a choice. 9 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Lovers, 2 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here. I'm being guided to, these cards were just slightly coming out. I was guided to pull these with this. And then underneath here, oh stop, we've got the Sun. Guys, alright, I'm putting these back and starting again, but just know I was guided to continue pulling these, and we've now got the Emperor on the back of the deck, because I know some people will be like, oh yeah, just so happens. No, just knows nothing so happens, friends. Nothing so happens. Let's see though. Guys, nothing so happens. 11:11 on the clock. Stop. Stop. Little jolly skippy song here with the Fool and the Sun. Roll with the punches. There's still a little fight here in terms of a fight to rest. It's still going to take a minute to adapt. It could feel like a fight to rest because you're adapting to a new energy, a new environment, it's a new season. It's a new life. Physical change is taking place. You've manifested this. This is something you've set out to change, set out to create. Financial abundance. Some of you, it's like changing location. Follow your first instincts. Clarify. When it comes to moving or where to travel to. celebration, clarity. It's like mastering the seeing straight through illusion, mastering this is crazy. It's like mastering the art of illusion, like being in illusion, being left out in the cold. But it's like while sitting out in the cold, not just waiting for that sunshine, not just complaining about the cold, but learning about the cold. There's a very studious energy coming through here, that even in the trenches, that you've been a fine student. Your dedication, determination, discipline. Dancing through deception. It's like, alright mate, yeah. It's like, not, some of you, it's like people don't even realise how much you're seeing because you don't say. But you just know. It's like the knowing is enough. It's not about making a song and dance about things, but it's like knowing how to protect your energy because you have this information, hidden knowledge. The moon, the hermit, guys. Chariot, all that water. And the moon again. It's like empathy, emotional intelligence, intuition, visionary. Protect this. Not everything's for everyone. Some of you could, it's like you could have been fighting for people to see your way, understand things that you see things how you see them. It's like protect. Don't cast pearls in front of swine or whatever it is. Like don't, not everything's for everyone. It's like even the unconscious, sometimes the unconsciousness is for their protection and for the conscious people's protection. Because if unconscious people knew certain things, then they could maybe, you know, it's like, it's not about keeping things a secret here. It's just about moving with savvy, knowing that you're not gonna, that you're not trusting in people as a way to fill a void. It feels like this is a lesson that's been learned, and this is a lesson that's been needed to be learned, because what you're doing moving forward is a greater responsibility. It's like training. It's like the things that you've had to like master protecting energetically in terms of your creations, certain knowledge, certain things you care about, to really cherish certain things and understand the value of certain things, to really separate. It's like the intention, to understand the intention of what it is you're really creating, where you're trying to go with things, what do you really want to create, including all things, like, because it's like, okay, maybe you're on the way creating this great business, but it's like you haven't thought how family's going to fit into this, or because it's like, well, it's not a thing right now, but creating things in a way where it's like you're setting up the foundation for all areas. It's like you're moving, like you take the first step, but you've got the next step in mind. And maybe keeping certain steps to yourself. It feels like you've been kind of tested on how much you want what you truly want, how much you will protect what you want, how easily you'll just give up what you want or give up on what you want. Keeping the promises you make to yourself. That thing of how shame builds up when we say we're going to do things, or that we want to do things and then we don't do them things. We don't keep the promises we make to ourselves. Shame builds up. And you start to feel that in the body, and really to start going through all the things that you said you'll do and you haven't, and start doing them the best you can. Maybe you can't do them all. This is coming through. I see a video the other day, and it's coming through now. I can just see the lady's face, but I can't remember what her name was. I can't remember what the page was. I was actually there. It was just come up for like 2 seconds, and it's just coming through now. 1919. Sun, Devil, Fool, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, Near Future Energy, Justice in your favour, Breakthrough, Trust you're protected. Something coming through, and I'm not going to go all the way there, and if it's for you, you'll just get it without me going there, so that's what I'm going to do. But there could be some realizations coming through here that you could have been scared of your own magic, your own power, your own knowledge, your own ways of doing things, because they remind you of, it's like we all have good and bad. Like we can do things good and we can do things bad. Magic can be used for good, magic can be used for bad. Words can be used for good, words can be used for bad. Like everything has a good and a bad, and it's all about intention. Two people could do the same thing, but depending on their intention, there's going to be a different outcome. And there's something here about you could be finding that what I'm seeing is like how in films you have good and evil, and it's like maybe they both have the same powers and the same strengths. Like the person that's good with the power still has as much power, still has the ability to do bad things, but chooses not to, but moves in integrity. It's like love isn't a weakness, it's a power, it's a superpower, it's a strength. Your ways aren't evil, your ways aren't wrong. Maybe this comes from programming, even that thing in terms of how man turned religion into kind of from that fear-based place of like how you get told off as a child for doing something wrong. You could maybe feel like your gifts are wrong. This is something I went through actually, to keep it real. But even with tarot, even now, because of people around me, people's opinion I really care about, and just certain opinions and things, but you really got to come back to your own self, your own truth, and your own why. Because it's like everything's dangerous and everything's not. Everything's a risk. But dangerous things can happen when you're not taking a risk. And sometimes all we really need to do to prevent a risk is to shift our perception and choose to not see it as such, and to see it as a safe option. I'm seeing like a shell, and it's like shining golden light. It's like glowing. Like the shell with the pearl in it. It's like, know what's been what's been set up for you has been created to hold you. Like, things have already been orchestrated to hold you as you move forward. You can take this leap of faith. It's like knowing there's a path below you. That trust, the faith, sheer faith. Emperor. Aries energy. What's going to help you is to give yourself a little nudge in the right direction. Yeah, it's go time. It's like, yeah, take a minute. It's going to take a minute to adapt. It's like been one lifetime of this dominant vibration, dominant emotion of despair. And now the storm has passed. It's going to take a minute to recover. Remember what you've been going through, regardless of what's happening, because on a physical level, it's like, could really not be anything happening for some time. Like, these could really be past things that you've been dealing with, recovering from, healing from. However, emotionally, spiritually, it's like things have been, just because the event has passed doesn't mean that it had passed from you. Like, things were still held in the body. Physical, emotional. Just because somebody hasn't seen your pain doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Because there's something here coming through as well. It's like, you could really feel like you need to live up to some expectation of being okay now. That thing's coming through, it's okay not to be okay. People could be like bored or fed up of having to, of like waiting to have the best version of you. This is something I've as well has come through. It's coming through now. Like, people could just be fed up of, you know, like if someone's always in a bad place, and I hear it, it can be draining. And it's like, if it's really been a lifetime of that, people's selfishly, not saying it's wrong, but people selfishly want the best version of you. And it's like anticipating, waiting until like, when is the old version of you back? When are you back? Whether this is past lovers, friends, social circles, whatever it is. Feeling like this old version of you is going to come back and meet people's expectations. People are expecting you to meet their expectations. It's like this past version of you it no longer exists. And although other people, it's like there's nothing to be sad about anymore, everything's great, honour that sadness as you move forward. So you don't like accidentally slip into some kind of in denial, because like, well, everything's fine, everything should be fine. Everyone could be telling you like, oh yeah, everything's great now. Like you've really manifested your best life here. And you could be feeling some sorrow and feeling like no one's going to understand. Like, there's not anyone to really speak to about that, because it's like, well, if it's really great, then people are going to think you're just complaining about nothing, or it's like people have waited so long for you to be the best version of yourself that you don't want to let them down by showing an emotion that's connected to the past version of yourself that was a dominant emotion in the past. What's coming through is like, F all that. Like, there is no like, don't let yourself slip into that bravado, into that pretentious energy. You've got nothing to prove. Smile, it might never happen. It did, mate. Like, it did, mate. It's like, you don't owe anyone your smiley face, my friend. You don't owe anyone your smiley face, regardless if you got like gold falling from the sky onto your head and everything's glorious and everything you've ever dreamed of manifesting has come to fruition, and you have absolute peace in your life and there's no drama going on and everything is cushy and you feel 3 of Swords gutted. Honour that. Try not to run on away with that thing of what's wrong with you, there's nothing even wrong, like, you idiot, you fool, like talking down at yourself for feeling away, because it's like, no, there's every reason why these feelings are still here, and breathe through that. Honour the journey. Like, now you're able to move through these feelings from this position. That in itself is a dream. And the more you honour how you're truly feeling and stay in that authentic place, the more you're gonna organically feel these sparks of joy, this spark of celebration come up, these realizations come through of how you've really made something from nothing, through all the loss, through all the pain. You've held the vision. Seven of Cups, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. Yeah. How you see yourself, the world. The Magician. Fool, Emperor, Justice, the Sun, Devil, Magician, the World. We had the Wheel, High Priestess. Got Justice. External, oh no, okay. You guys, it's like asking for something to be balanced out physically. That tightrope energy, wanting to find your feet, find your balance. Be sturdy in all situations. Surf in all vibrations. Staying solid, staying grounded, rooted, regardless of what goes down. It feels like asking to cultivate inner strength. 9 of Pentacles, staying sturdy. Sizzler coming through, solid as a rock. Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune is the outcome. Delays are over, guys. Delays are over. This is a generational change. Liberation. Freedom from fear, from anxiety. It's like freedom from making ends meet, from having to hold on There could have been some kind of loss generationally, fighting for money, chasing money, sacrificing yourself for money, or like generationally, someone sacrificing themselves or them, like you and yours, their family. Or this is like shifting from that ducking and diving Del Boy kind of energy to divine feminine, receiving effortlessly, a money magnet. There's a clearing, a release, letting go of the weight. It's like you didn't need to do more, you just needed to create the space. Of course, we need to take action, we need to put in the work, but there's something here about that was something that needed to be understood. It's like you got the doing bit down. But it was like learning to match the mental. Yeah. Some of you like waiting for confirmation. Yes, you're successful, guys. Success. It's like fighting to do something differently. Change the way you're making money or change the setup for you and yours. This is big benefactor energy coming through. There's an idea that you've had. It's a great idea. Spirit's like, come on. Pick up your head. Pick up yourself and get on with this. It's like there's this great idea that you've had. You could have had this ages ago. Some of you could have had this years ago. And it's like you haven't done it. Because what's the point? Because you're all this doubt. It's just doubt. Pagey energy. Cups. 8 of Cups. Yeah, it's like you prayed about this. This is something you really want, but it's like limiting belief. It's had you stuck. Yeah, Hanged Man. Standoffish. It's coming through like withholding your gifts, withholding your creations as a form of protest. Like they don't deserve it. Like you've had enough. Or you're not going to put yourself through it, or you're not good enough anyway, or something like that. It feels like you may not have even realised that why something wasn't being done, but this has come to light now, and all it needed to do was come to light for you to be like, let me deal with that narrative and move through that. It's really coming through like that. Cappy energy, see the problem, like in the same minute, here's the solution. It's not like you can I'm seeing someone like code hacker kind of thing, coder or whatever it is, like someone in the back cave just typing in codes. It's like even that kind of uncomfortable, cringy energy, having to really look into yourself, see why things aren't being done. It's like, yeah, I want to know. What is it? Oh, it's because I'm this. Like, where it's like it's easy to get offended when you see your own tendencies that don't make you feel comfortable, or harsh truths about yourself are revealed. But this does look like it's easy for you to take it on the chin And, oh, okay. Is that, yeah, okay. Okay. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Proactive, productive. Keep following your first instincts. You're moving quicker than you realise. You can feel like nothing's been happening. That back cave energy again, like you just been working in the shadows. Hibernation. That mad professor kind of energy. You're just in the dark working on something. This is a masterpiece, guys. You've had patience. There's been so much healing here, generationally. Some of you, it's like, do you even realise how much you've cleared here for you and yours moving forward? Six of Cups, Temperance, the Moon, Ace of Cups, King of Swords, Empress, Queen of Wands. We've got the Badger, aggressiveness, number 29, and Deer, gentleness in leadership. Yeah, it's like finding a really nice balance. It is giving that kind of it's sovereign. It's that kindness being the farthest thing from weakness. Being able to make decisions, clear-cut decisions, know your values, know what you want, know what truly aligns. This is a fast track in itself. It's like spending so much time in the mess, knowing what you want, what you don't want, clearing things out. You don't need to check anymore. It's like, you know yourself that you can just take the next step, make the next decision. Things will run seamlessly. Things are about to be running seamlessly. Obviously, the residue from these past commotions, from this heartbreak. But this future energy and all the responsibility that comes with this isn't a stress. This isn't it's like the most fulfilling energy. So, and it's like to not get caught off guard if you find yourself feeling unfulfilled, that maybe these emotions aren't from the present, but these are things still clearing from the past, and to be kind to yourself. Because as time moves forward, as the months progress, you will be feeling like this sun energy will be the dominant emotion, and this a distant memory. Stay focused. Things are working in your favor. Keep things hidden. Pay attention. Keep your focus on your transformation. The mouse, the butterfly, and the fox. And what's coming through this? Scrutiny. Transformation. Camouflage. The fox. What's coming through this is there's no outside validation that's ever gonna top your own connection to your life and to yourself. Like, there's no one that's gonna celebrate you or it's never gonna mean more to someone else than it means to you. And there's something here about really protecting your life path, your soul, your spirit, your creations, your dreams. 51, Jaguar, integrity, impeccability. And the salmon, 49. I want to say it's a salmon reflection, lessons. Let's see. But yeah, to just really protect your like, don't sacrifice yourself to get up the ladder. That's the best way I can put it. Do it for you firstly. Ask yourself, what would you want to do firstly? Yeah, then come back to this intention of service, but remember that everything's a choice. And if everybody around you is not happy with your choice, but you are, you know you made the right one. And if everyone around you's happy with your choice and you're not, you know you made the wrong one. And that doesn't mean in terms of happy, surface level happy, because sometimes the right decisions are the most difficult and the most heartbreaking decisions that we make, but it sits right in your spirit, it sits right in your heart, it feels right. It hurts, but it's true. And it's like you're being asked to really move this way. Page of Wands here. Crystal, chrysoprase. Chakra heart. The time for harvesting your dreams is near, but you should always be careful of what you ask for, because you might get it. The rewards are not always as you envisioned them. Avoid a world of make-believe and act on what you see with your own eyes. Sometimes others will bring you information or gifts, which may help, but you will need to decide for yourself what is worth listening to and acting on, and what is not. Chrysoprase will help you see through any confusion and allow you to trust the feelings in your heart. Page number 63. It's a crystal there. A bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe. I'll catch you soon. Sending so much love.